Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, founder of CGO, Contractual Guarantees Only. We only look at what a policy will do, not what a policy might do. So the contractual guarantees only. Today's topic is a good one, annuity quotes. You're saying, Stan, I want to see quotes. I want to see them all. I want to see the best. We're going to show you how to do that after this. Okay, so annuity quotes, you can go to my site, theannuityman.com, and you can run quotes on SPIAs, DIAs, QLACs, income riders. You can see the best MYGA feeds, fixed rate annuity feeds. We do not show index annuity quotes because that's like showing paintings to blind people. No offense to blind people. It's just garbage, just because it's just so nebulous and it's complicated. If you want to go over indexed annuities or actually read a book that I've written on indexed annuities, you can go to my site at theannuityman.com and you can download that book on indexed annuities if you want to. You can schedule a call with me. You can send me an email, stan@theannuityman.com, and we can discuss. But everything else you can get a quote. Now, we use indexed annuities for the delivery for income riders if you need income in the future, but we don't discuss the indexed annuity. It's nothing more than a delivery system for the contractually guaranteed income rider. And remember what we do, contractual guarantees only. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. And the will do is are the income rider guarantees that are attached. All right, so annuity quotes, one thing I'm going to talk about is there's not one annuity that's better than the other. I did a video recently, I guess you can type it into the space bar, annuities are commodities, and it's just talking about there's not one that's better than the other. You quote all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee. If it's lifetime income, it's A+ or better, and then the highest number. It's really that simple. I don't care what the name of the company is. I don't care about the brochure. I don't care about any of that nonsense. It's A+ or better and the number. I mean, it's that simple every single time. So when you're getting annuity quotes, let's take MYGAs for an example. Multi-year guarantee annuities are the annuity industry's version of a CD. If you go to my site, you can pull up your state, because everything is filtered at the state level and issued at the state level. Your state, the duration you're looking at, and the durations typically are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10-year guarantees. Those interest rates are guaranteed for the term that you choose. They change pretty quickly and fluidly. If you go to my site, you'll see what's current for today. We list them from top to bottom, top guaranteed interest rate on down. You'll see the interest rates with MYGAs because we're dating the company, not marrying them like lifetime income. I might do a little bit less than A+, but it's on a case-by-case basis, so you'd have to schedule a call and speak with me about what we're currently offering, but I show everything. You know, on our site with quotes, I'm not picking and choosing, I'm showing everything. That doesn't mean I'm recommending everything. That's very important. I personally look under the hood financially of all these companies. I'm looking at, if it's a MYGA, can they back up the claim for that specific duration? A+ or better for lifetime income. Can they back up the claim? Absolutely, A+ or better. No exceptions on that. Annuity quotes, they change like a gallon of milk. Every 7 to 10 days, quotes change. So you can lock them in. We can lock those quotes in for you if you want to make a decision. If you see a quote that you like or if you want to move forward, we're going to lock in that quote. But they change. And they change because on lifetime income, for example, annuity companies are looking for specific age ranges. Let me give you a correlation. When you build a portfolio stock-wise, you had small cap, large cap, mid cap, large cap, international value, whatever. And you have specific allocations in those. With life insurance companies issuing lifetime income annuities, they're looking at age ranges. So think of yourself, if it's joint, you and your spouse, in a football stadium full of you and your spouse's ages. Same, you're sharing the risk, you're pooling the risk, etc. Now, if that stadium is full, then the annuity company is going to lower their guarantee not to attract you. But the reason we quote all carriers is someone's always wanting your age range. So because it's a commodity, we're going to quote all of those carriers because they're going to have an aggressive quote contractually to attract your business. So don't go into a quote going, you know, I really like XYZ company and their logo. I really like that. That's cool. They got this fish that jumps out of the water. Love that. Love that commercial. You don't buy annuities like that. You buy them for the highest contractual guarantee, A plus or better on lifetime income, and then with MYGAs, we go on a case-by-case basis. The key, though, with quotes is there's a lot of competitor sites that do quotes on non-guaranteed products. I don't get it. I don't get it. How do you show? We don't do that because we only show what a contract will do, not what it might do. The might do is fluffy nonsense. It's crap. It's sales agent crap. It's what's wrong with this business. It's why people, sometimes get a bad feeling about annuities and annuity sales people. It's because they're talking about dreams and upfront bonuses and what it could do and what it should do and what it can do and what it has done. Who cares? It's all about what it will do. So you should just totally ignore any type of quotes that show hypotheticals because that's crazy. That's crazy. That's like putting together a workout plan to lift every day, and then you get to day 7, you figured out you haven't lifted the past 6. I mean, it's nonsense, okay? Annuities are contracts. Annuities are transfer risk products. Annuity quotes reflect the highest contractual guaranteed transfer of risk numbers for your specific situation. Also, too, be careful on the income rider quotes. Sometimes there will be companies out there that have what I call a teaser rate, meaning it looks really high, but at year 10 it lowers. One of the reasons you got to speak with us is we're going to tell you that. We're going to tell you the situations out there that are kind of shouldn't be there. In my opinion, those products should not be there. I had an executive call me the other day and he goes, well, Stan, let me tell you what that teaser rate's for. I know what it's for, player, okay? I know what it's for, but what it's doing is it's confusing the public. We've made the decision to show it on a quote, and then if you say, I really like that one, I'll go, well, if you live past year 10, it's going to go in half or it's going to be decreased. What we're going to do, if you choose to work with us, and I hope you do, because there's no obligation, we're not going to chase you, it's not going to be some high-pressure thing, we're just going to tell you the truth about these products. Isn't that what you want? With annuity quotes, you might say, well, I thought I was getting the truth. With the vast majority of them, you are. SPIAs, DIAs, QLACs, MYGAs, I mean, those are rock solid, okay? But you can structure them a myriad of ways. A lot of people think that immediate annuities quotes, they're only one, life only. When I die, annuity company keeps the money. No, there's numerous ways to structure it. We can structure it so that 100% of any unused money goes lump sum to the listed beneficiaries. We can structure it so that you can lovingly handcuff your beneficiaries and just have payments go to them until the money's gone. But we can structure the product so that the evil annuity company never keeps a penny under any circumstance. You get to customize that annuity quote. Annuity quotes, yes, they're commodity products. Annuity quotes can be manipulated, unfortunately, by others to show you different things. I'll give you an example. Single premium immediate annuity quotes or deferred income annuity quotes, which are immediate annuities that you defer in essence, you might see like a percentage. Okay, I put this in an immediate annuity, I'm getting this percentage. That's misleading, okay? That's not yield. That's actually a numerical reflection of your life expectancy. So I had a guy come the other day, well, I'm looking for about a 7.8% return on my immediate annuity. What are you talking about, Fred? 7.8% return? No, we're talking about the payout for the rest of your life. I don't know ROI until you die. But there's no yield. Don't think of that as a yield number. Yield are MYGAs, where you get a specific interest rate for a specific period of time that you can peel off. So annuity quotes, you need to go into that quote answering 2 questions. What do you want the money to contractually do? When do you want those contractual guarantees to start? And also knowing that annuities solve for 4 things. The acronym is PIL. P stands for principal protection. I stands for income for life. L stands for legacy. The other L stands for long-term care. Don't go into a quote looking for market growth. Don't go into a quote looking for potential. Don't go into a quote looking for theoreticals or hypotheticals. Go into a quote looking for the contractual guarantees. Now, inflation, that's a whole nother story. There's not an annuity on the planet that adjusts for inflation. You're already on the best inflation annuity on the planet. That's Social Security. Well, I want it to increase. Great. Then you're going to build a building for the annuity company because they're not going to give that away. And typically it's a 7 to 9 year break-even point, depending on your age, to get back to the same level of the same annuity that didn't have the increase attached to it. There's no philanthropist at annuity companies. Don't go into a quote looking for bonuses. What's the highest bonus? You're the sucker at the table. If you're looking for the highest bonus product out there, you are either the sucker at the table or an annuity agent. Because most annuity agents say, well, I'm going to look for the highest bonus and the highest commission, then I'm going to go sell it. Great. It means nothing. Annuity quotes are about the number. Annuity quotes are about the guarantee. Annuity quotes are about the transfer of risk. Annuity quotes are about quoting all carriers for the highest number. At the time of this taping, AI for the Annuity Man means actual individuals or achieved intelligence. You're going to have to talk to us, and you should talk to us so you don't make a mistake. Will AI eventually get there? Yeah. We're embracing it more than anybody, but at the end of the day, I make all the calls. I make all the recommendations. Go to my site, theannuityman.com, download the books, run quotes. You can run your annuity quotes there. Schedule a call with us. You might get me. One last thing, above my head spinning is a video I did called Why People Still Hate Annuities. Yes, I went there. I had to go there. I need to go there. You know, the annuity industry, in front of the biggest demographic tidal wave of all time, somehow is screwing it up. It's screwing up the message. The message should be contractual guarantees. But no, the annuity industry wants to talk about growth, potential upside. That's crazy. That video there will explain a lot, and it's a fun one as well. Hey, my name is Stan, the Annuity Man. See you next time.